Hey everybody, this week it's our monthly wrap up, and this is August 2025. We have CDs, we have CDs, more CDs, and yeah, a few vinyl, and some 8 tracks. So we got a lot to get through. Let's get to it. Hey everyone, it's a snowman with too loud, too old music.com. Welcome back to the collection. This is our monthly wrap up for August 2025, and we have a whole bunch of stuff. I kind of went crazy on the CDs. I bought a bunch from one store, bought a bunch from another store, ordered a bunch others, and then normal new stuff coming out. I only got a few albums, so not a whole lot there. But yeah, CD wise, I've got a ton. And one Holy Grail then CD that I will talk about as well. So, all right, like normal, we'll start off with our rock candy. I always like to start off with a rock candy CD because I buy at least one a month, sometimes more. But we're going to start off with Autograph. That's the stuff. So this is, I think it's their second album. I could be wrong. Forgive me if I am. But I've been wanting to pick up Autograph for quite a while. And so now that I got one, and this one I didn't actually order from Amazon. I didn't order it from Rock Candy. There's a store I buy from. They actually had it in stock. So it was opened, but it had the sticker. The case was intact. Everything looked really great, and I got it for like 12 bucks. So always good for that. Really excited. Then the next rock candy one I got is Damn Yankee. Wait a second. This is not a rock candy one. This is a record club CD. Now I ordered this off Amazon because it said it was rock candy, and it came and it was not. It was just the standard record store edition from back in the day. So I returned it and they credited me back the money and they said I did not have to return it. So now I have the Damn Yankees CD, even though it's not the Rock Candy edition that I wanted, which, I'm okay because the Rock Candy one is great. It's a great mastering to it, but no bonus tracks or anything. So I don't know if I'll ever get the Rock Candy one now. Maybe if I just run out of Rock Candy ones to buy, I'll get it to, get rid of the other one. But for now, I'll be happy with that one. All right, and then we're gonna go. I always go with Kiss stuff next. If you saw last week's episode, I was with Tim Derling from Tim's Vinyl Confession, and we talked Kiss 8 tracks. We went through from the debut album, and he had one all the way up to Animalize from 1984. So he had a pretty extended collection. He's only missing two. I think I'm missing four. So really, really fun episode to do. And some of these that I have here that I'm going to show you were not in that one because I do have some duplicates. This last batch that I bought it for one 8 track. It was the Unmasked album, and the price of Unmasked normally is like $100, and this one I got for less than that with all these others included. So I was like, okay, I don't mind duplicates in that case. And then the first setup, here are two black ones for double platinum. We have volume one and volume two, if you can see here. These are in really good shape. Don't know if they play because I do not have an 8 track player, but that's okay. Then we got Kiss Alive 2. And you can see it's two white discs, white shells. And what's awesome is that it still has the Casablanca um, box. And it's one big box that holds both of them, which is very unusual. And I've never seen that before. So really cool. I'm really happy with this one. Uh, Really well worth the money for that. Then I had this really beat up looking hotter than hell. And that's okay. I've already got this one. So I'm not, it doesn't matter that this one was beat up. Um, and Destroyer, I have this one as well. It's not too bad, it's just really dark. It's not real white. It's very dirty looking. Um, They're both a little rough around the edges, but that's okay. That's all right. I don't mind. Again, those are duplicates. My other ones are much nicer. Now, last, what I mainly bought it for was Unmasked. And no, this is not the case that goes with it, but that's all right. This is for Island Records, and this is not. But what's really cool about this one is it is on the little tan edition. So this is from 1980, um, Unmasked. This one is where it starts to become more difficult to find them. You can get unmasked. There's a bunch on eBay, but like I said, they're going to run you about $100 for that one. Um, and then when you get to Elder, which is hard to find, Creatures is really hard, Lick It Up is really hard, and Animalize is really hard. Those are the Holy Grail ones that most people want, and I want. Someday I'll get those. Tim had Elder and Animalize, so he's missing Lick It Up and Creatures. So and I also would like to get the debut album without Kissin' Time. I have the one with Kissin' Time. So I'd like to, go a little more on that. All right. So next I have some box sets. I got two big box sets, somewhat big. First one was Kicks, Cool Atomic Kicks from 1981 to 2014. It comes with 8 CDs. There are 6 albums plus a live album plus a demo one with demos. Now, the demos one is weird because the demos is basically Blow My Fuse, but all demos. And I'm not sure why that is. They didn't have any other demos from any other album. I don't really know. And it's also missing a studio album, which I find really bad. I think it's a missed opportunity. Maybe they don't own it, and the record company that did this can't get rights to it to put it in here. I don't know. But it sucks that it wasn't in there because it was missing that one. And the other one I got just the other day was Oasis, the complete studio albums collection. This is really nice. It's got all of them right there. Um, all studio albums plus the B-side album. And I just opened it. I've only listened to the first two, so I haven't got through that one yet, but really excited to have that one. It's really good. Next is a Holy Grail for me. I'm a big Need to Breathe fan, and I have been collecting their Insiders Club releases. They're usually live, compilation live albums. They've got 8 volumes, and then they switch to best of kind of sets of live stuff, and 4 of those. So there's 12. I was missing volume 1 and volume 4. I'm still missing volume 4, but I finally got Insiders LP Volume 1. So really excited about this. It comes with 14 or 16 live tracks. Super excited to finally add this to the collection. So now all I need is Volume 4, and if anyone has it and wants to part with it, let me know and I will buy that off of you for a fair, reasonable price. So anyway, that's my spiel on that one. All right, then I got a bunch of new releases. Well, a handful of new releases. So the first one up is another artist I'm really a big fan of, and that is Will Hogue. And this is his new album. It's called Sweet Misery. Sweet Misery. I love the little lollipop CD in there. It's really awesome. This one is inspired. He went and did his first 2 albums. He did a Taylor Swift thing. He doesn't own the rights to the first 2, so he re-recorded them, and those are his probably 2 of his most rocking albums. More of his other stuff is kind of country, kind of alt country, southern rock kind of stuffs with, but he got inspired to do a more rock album, and this one is it's not as rock as you would think, but I also have the vinyl, and I've kind of been really busy, so I haven't actually opened. I'm still catching up on all my other vinyls, so I haven't opened this one yet, but I have Sweet Misery on vinyl as well. I do collect. I just started collecting the vinyl because I have all the CDs, so I needed to start on another project and getting stuff. So all right, then we got the new Hailstorm album. This one is called Everest. It is solid. It is really a great album. 12 tracks. Fallen Star, great. One of the coolest songs on here is the fourth one. It's Like a Woman Can. Just killer, killer heavy metal with Lizzie Hale on the vocals. She's probably one of my favorite singers out there right now. So really enjoying her stuff. Um, all right, next. If you know, I'm a big Jeff Scott Soto fan. So we've got Ellison and Soto, the new one with Unbreakable. As you can see, we've got Jeff's autograph here and David's autograph there. It came with a couple stickers, a guitar pick right here, and it's in a slipcase. It's really nice. It is a fantastic album. I just posted my review of it last week. It's better than the first one. It's a fun, fun rock metal album. Songs like SOAB, Son of a Bitch, and Snakes and Bastards, just two fun rock songs. Just a great album, like I said, much better than the first one. And the first one I thought was really good. So glad to see him come back with another album and step it up a notch. So it makes me really want to have another one and to keep getting more from them. All right, then I found something I missed from a couple years ago. Came out, I think, in 2022 or 2023, and I didn't know about this. It is Stephen Piercy, Overdrive. This is the CD. It's got a bunch. It's a basically a compilation of arcade Stephen Piercy solo songs, some Mickey Rat, and some Rat live tracks and demos. I think these live tracks might have been on the most recent Little Rat compilation that came out. So really excited to have that. The dog needs to stop barking. So yes, so that was that. And because I collect Rat and Stephen Piercy, I got it on vinyl as well. It's on a red one. This one doesn't have all the tracks. This one only has 13 tracks. It just has the arcade ones and the most of the Stephen Piercy ones, but it's missing the Mickey Rat and the Rat because they'd have had to gone to another do a double vinyl at that point, I think, if they wanted to add those songs onto it. Uh, so now, I should have done him Rat first and then Ellison because I collected a few more Soto albums that I have been missing in my catalog. I was trying to beat the tariff that's about to start, and which I'm finding out, and people are now finding out that music media is not necessarily covered by the tariff. So hopefully the countries will start releasing that because I got a few things sitting in some countries that can't be shipped right now because they've stopped shipment until they can figure out what the tariff rule are and stuff. So one of the ones I got is this one called Eyes. It says November Mass and Full Moon. It's a two CD set. The first one says it's a compilation of the two Eyes albums with Jeff Scott Soto on vocals, and I'm gonna disagree. It's more like it's the debut album reshuffled and stuff because all the songs, the 10 songs that are on that one, are the 10 songs that are on the debut. And then Full Moon is the third album that they did with another singer, uh, and Jeff's not on that one other than maybe backing vocals on a couple. Um, and so that's the first one I got. Then I got one I've been wanting for a long time. This is Alive and Kissing, 24th of June. This is a promo CD that's not for sale. It's a live promo. I forget how many songs are on there, but it's just got Jeff Scott Soto, Gary Shute, Michael Voss, and Neil Grusky. Um, and I've listened to it once. I really enjoy it. The couple cover songs that they do with Jeff that are really phenomenal. Just a really good promo that I'm glad now I have in my collection. And then I found this Talisman album called Mysterious, which is a corny take of the song Mysterious. This one was released in Japan only, thus for the Obi strip here. Um, this was released without Talisman's knowledge or their label's knowledge. I guess the Japanese label that they had just decided to release it. And it is a straight up greatest hits album for the first four albums. And then when they found that out, they released their own greatest hits across the world that was more demos and more rare tracks as opposed to just a straight greatest hits kind of thing. So All right. And then a couple other things that I grabbed. One was this Journey album, which is live in Houston from 1981, the Escape Tour. Um, this one, I think I got it for like $6 or $7 on Amazon, brand spanking new. So I hit buy now as quickly as I could and got that one. Great live show. Anything with Steve Perry on vocals is awesome. And then one other thing that I got just randomly was Heat live in London. I've got all their studio albums now, and there were two live albums I needed. So I did pick up one live in London. Great, great show. Eric Romwell on vocals. Just a killer, killer show. He's awesome. I enjoyed him in the band, but I also enjoy the singer they have now, which was the original singer. I like them both. I can't complain. Doesn't matter which singer is singing it. The songs are fantastic. The guitar playing, the whole musicianship on it is great. If you don't know Heat, check Heat out. You won't be disappointed at all. All right. Then there is this store that I go to. I don't go to it, I should say. I buy from Phil's Music Exchange. They're in Wilson, North Carolina, which is like 3.5 hours for me. So I can't really go visit them. But he posts all their stuff online, and when he gets some good stuff, I buy a bunch at one time to help with the shipping cost and stuff. And so this next stack is all from that. And the first one was up one of the only Slaughter albums I think I was missing. It's Slaughter Eternal Live. Uh, so this is a live album, 12 tracks. Doesn't really say on the cover where it's recorded, but you know, I like Slaughter. So surprisingly enough, I mean Mark Slaughter's got a very unique voice, and sometimes live it can be a little rough, but this is actually a very good show. I enjoyed it. I'll probably listen to this a lot. And so yeah, so I've gotten a couple live albums that you've seen, and we're just gonna keep it going here with Night Rangers live in Japan. This is an awesome, awesome show. Um, it is 12 tracks, and this is early Night Ranger. So it's basically up through Man in Motion. From the debut, Dawn Patrol up through Man in Motion, and those are the songs that are covered. So it's a fantastic show. Jack sounds great. Kelly sounds great. Love it. Um, love that one a lot. Then I got a whole bunch of, well, we'll do one more live album first. I got another Journey. This is Alive in America. Uh, as you can see, still got the price sticker back on there on it. This is 16 tracks. This is from 2022. So a fairly recent live album. Really enjoy this one. Arnell, I think, is on the vocals. And he's just got a killer voice. I mean, you can't argue with it. The guy can sing. The guy can definitely, definitely sing. So, all right, the rest of these that I got from Phil's Music Exchange are kind of greatest hits. So we got White Snakes, White Lion, their greatest hits album here. Um, this one had, I can't read that, 13 tracks, I think, on there. So just, really great, all their good stuff. Same with this one is Cinderella, Once Upon a. Another great compilation. And I'm just going to go through these because they're compilations, you don't really need to know a whole lot about them. I got a second Cinderella one. This one is, what is it called? Rocked, Wired, and Bluesed, the greatest hits. Yeah, I don't know, I didn't even check to see if it's the same hits or not. I'm sure it's probably most of the same because they only had 4 albums. But I do collect, here's the thing. I used to hate collecting greatest hits albums. I kind of went nuts with Kiss and bought every single compilation that you can buy. There's actually two I'm missing that are out of the Ukraine, and hopefully I will get them one day. But I had fun doing that. So once I finish studio albums for a band, I'm now starting to go after the compilations. Here's another example of that. Poison with Best of Ballads and Blues. So these are all ballads and they're real bluesy tracks. So a little mixture of the two. It makes a great combination. It's actually a pretty good greatest hits album. All right, we're not done with Journey. We got a 2 disc set, The Essential Journey. So we got 2 CDs here. Um, all the great songs. I mean, just really a lot. I mean, you can't go wrong with anything Journey. And I like the fact it's still got the sticker on there. Just really good Miss Journey. It's great. Then I got one I hadn't seen before, Super Hits for Firehouse. It is basic. It's just 10 tracks. This is your budget kind of CD. It's not bad. It's got the hits. If you want a little simple 10 song tracks of their best songs, there you go for Firehouse. Um, Next is another unusual. It's a Dokken, Alone Again, and other hits. Another budget one, 10 tracks, just a simple collection. If you just want a little bit to listen to, it's perfect. And then the last thing I picked up from Phil's is Poison. This is Power to the People. It's a half studio. Well, it's not half studio. It's like five studio tracks, and then it's a live show added to it as well. So kind of a mixture of a studio album and a live album. This was the last studio album I was missing. So now I think there's another live album I need and more compilations of stuff. So, and the dog just won't stop barking, but that's okay. All right, then we have a stack of stuff. This stack here, stuff I got at Second and Charles. My daughter and I went there, and I went through and just got what I could. Um, I had to cut off my limb. I had to put a lot of stuff back. I try to stay at a certain limit. But one thing I did find, there's a few Bruce Springsteen albums I didn't have, and this one is Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band live in New York City. And now I have not heard this one yet because I'm still getting through this stack. It's insane. I buy way too much. Then I have Wild Innocent and the E Street Shuffle, which I did not. So these early ones I did not have. Uh, and then I have the two CD set of The River, and I have not listened to any of these yet, as I'm still, like I said, I'm still getting through it, but I can't wait. I don't think I'm missing too many Springsteen albums. I think I'm only missing a couple, and I'm going to try and get those as soon as I can. And I want the Lost, that box set he just put out with the, what, 7 new albums that from over the years that never got released. I'd really like to hear those and or have those in the collection as well. All right. Then at the same Second Charles, I got Megadeth, Countdown to Extinction. Really great album. I like this one from beginning to end. This is great. And I'm going to have to admit it. I really enjoy Megadeth more than I do Metallica. So you can start with the comments. That's fine. I don't care. I listen to Megadeth more than I do Metallica. I enjoy Mustaine and all the Ellison's the early stuff and I just enjoy that. This one's Endgame, not quite as good as Countdown, but I enjoyed this one as well. I mean, like I said, I'm so far on the albums I have by theirs. I like them all. I can't deny that, and I won't deny that. All right, then we got a group called Anne Berlin. This one is called Vital. As you can see right there, it's just in a little cardboard little sleeve, um, which is nice. Doesn't take up much space. Um, but yeah, Anne Berlin's, I don't know, what would you call them? It's a modern, I don't know, pop punk, pop alternative pop. I don't know. But I like them. I like their stuff. They're definitely more modern than nothing than what I'm normally listening to. Because normally I go like stuff like Pat Benatar. This is Heartbreaker, 16 classic performances. So a little greatest hits album here as well. Needed that one because I didn't have that one. And then I found some in excess because I want to start getting in excess. And this is Shabu Shaba. So really like this one. This has got the one thing. Um, don't Change. Those are the two big hits I remember off that one. It's a great album. Then we got X10, whatever you want to call it, with Suicide Blonde, Disappear, The Stairs. Oh my gosh, The Stairs is such a good song. Bitter Tears, just so many good tracks on this one. This is a really great album as well. Then we got Welcome to Whenever You Are with Heaven Sent, Baby Don't Cry, Beautiful Girl, Taste It. I love Taste It. Um, Yeah, just another great album with NXS. Um, gotta love it. I mean, Michael Hutchinson was just phenomenal, phenomenal frontman and lead singer, so cannot complain. All right, then when I was leaving or getting ready to go check out, I went over the DVD section and saw Iron Maiden, Flight 666, the DVD, two sets. Disc one is the Flight 666, the film. Disc two is the bonus disc that has the whole set live with a track filmed in each of 16 different cities. And yes, I just read all that off that. I did not know that off that. So there's the two CDs. So really excited to get this one. Just really getting into Iron Maiden. I have not in the past. Don't know why. Just never really did. All right. You've already seen two of my three vinyl. And now we're gonna get the final one. And like my other two vinyl, I haven't actually opened this one yet. This is Van Halen's Balance. This is the deluxe edition that comes with a 2 LP remastered version of the album Balance. And then it has two CDs, which the CD one is the remastered album, and the CD two is Rarities and Previously Unreleased Live 1995 Performance from Wembley Stadium. Limited edition, really great, looks fantastic. Can't wait to open it and get into it. I will say I am disappointed because I just bought the box set and that had all of the Sammy Hagar eras. So I got the Van Halen Balance on vinyl for the first time with that, and then they go and do this, just like they did with For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge. And of course, I bought that deluxe edition as well. So just stamp sucker on my head, because it's Van Halen, I'm gonna buy it. What can I say? So, and I hope I didn't miss anything, but I think that is it. So, hope you enjoyed that one. There was a lot of stuff to get through. I already have a bunch of pre-orders for September. I have 4 or 5 CDs that are going to show up over the next few days, next couple weeks that are being held up by customs because of all this tariff crap. I hope I don't have to pay anything extra on any of those. I'll be very disappointed. So I know I'm going to have some good stuff for you next month. So thanks again for watching. Click like, hit subscribe, leave a comment, all the normal stuff. It really helps the channel if you do that. And we will see you next time on The Collection.